Don't take it for granted, fans. Not everybody has a super Saturday like this.
2019 Roadrunners volleyball team was a group of builders.
Our women's soccer team just took on the first ever South Jersey Shield. They took a right to drive the lane and get that one a ball.
Players have come through and worked really hard, so getting to the final is something we should strive for. There's no reason why we shouldn't go to the final.
We're looking to play harder and harder. Ryan, Rowan.
How's it going, Roadrunner Nation? My name is Dominic Vrelli, and I'd like to welcome you all to the very first episode of the Roadrunner Recap, the show where we give you guys an up-to-date look at all of our athletics here at RCSJ, Rowan College of South Jersey. We just finished up our fall season. We had a Region 19 championship, a Region 19 championship appearance, and a bunch of really excellent soccer, volleyball, and cross-country action for you guys today. First off, before we get anything started, I would like to give a huge thank you to the Rowan College of South Jersey Athletics Club, the Media Club. They are the ones who make this possible. It's produced by the students. I just sit here and talk. They're the ones behind the camera doing all the incredible work, to make this look good. So a huge shout out to them. And without further ado, let's get on with the first episode of Roadrunner Recap. First up, the Roadrunner women's volleyball team had a banner year under coach Rebecca Pearson, a team led by one sophomore, former Gloucester Catholic standout Taylor Caldez. The team had a 14-6 overall record with a 10-2 conference record to get their first ever Garden State Athletic Conference championship. Now, the Roadrunners came out slow out of the gate, a 1-4 record to start. They won the season opener against Lehigh Carbon, but then proceeded to drop 4 straight to fall to 1-4. But the Roadrunners weren't done yet. Over the next 15 games, the Roadrunners went 13-2, including an 11-game win streak. The first match of that win streak started over eventual champion Raritan Valley.
The 2019 Roadrunners volleyball team was a group of builders. A year after qualifying for the Region 19 playoffs for the first time in the program's history, the women of Rowan College of South Jersey took things a step further and set the bar higher. A young team has laid the foundation for something special very soon.
The past years, I think I'm slowly building what I want it to be. And then this year I have a lot of talent, and that's like where it starts. And then the more talent you have and the farther you get, they just start coming in. And so hopefully you get more and more, and it gets easier recruiting-wise.
The Gloucester campus will be a favorable destination after the year the Roadrunners pieced together. The team won the school's first Garden State Athletic Conference championship in volleyball, and they rode an 11-game winning streak to the Region 19 championship against Raritan Valley. It was the furthest they've ever gone, and the most wins in school history with 14.
We made it way farther than we thought we were going to. I mean, it was rough in the beginning because we didn't know the chemistry and stuff, but to make it this far is actually amazing for us.
At the beginning of the season, it was kind of rough because we didn't have as much players as we have now. We were missing some positions. Once everyone came in and we started practicing more, all the chemistry clicked and we all came together.
Now they're like a family. With just one sophomore, and despite all being complete strangers to each other a few months ago, the Roadrunners are tight-knit.
Everyone's so different, and there's different personalities on the team, so it's really great when everyone comes together and shares all their goofiness and all the seriousness all together.
It's hard when you work at a junior college. Girls don't live together, so they only really bond when they're on the court. But I think they've grown at least, to like each other enough to hang out outside. That's always difficult, but the important thing is they have chemistry on the court, and that's what you need. And as freshmen, it can only go up from here.
The Roadrunners were unable to win the region championship as Raritan Valley's window to win had arrived after finishing runner-up with a freshman-heavy team last year. The Roadrunners could be in that favorable position next year.
Yeah, we're going to keep on going. Hopefully our team comes back. We only have one sophomore, which is sad, but I hope everyone else comes back out.
I know Raritan last year they lost in the finals, and I was like, hey, we could do it. I mean, you could do it. You guys can come back next year in sophomores, and you guys are going to go to Minnesota.
They lost to a Raritan Valley team that was led by a bunch of sophomores. Raritan Valley had a similar story to the Roadrunners this year. Last year, they made it to the final with a team full of freshmen who came up just short. Like I said, does it sound familiar? Because it's the exact same situation the Roadrunners were in this year. A team full of freshmen that came so close to tasting the championship glory came back the next year and dominated and won the title. So make sure you keep an eye out for Coach Rebecca Pearson and the girls next season. As Berchter, Russo, Marcano, freshman outside hitter Mackenzie Long will be back. It'll be a great season next year for the Roadrunners, so make sure you keep an eye out for them.
Rowan College of South Jersey has reimagined what community college can do for you. With 2 campuses, 120 unique degrees and certificates, an award-winning internship program, cost-saving initiatives offered in cooperation with Rowan University, and one of the lowest tuition rates in the state, Rowan College of South Jersey offers you more for a whole lot less. Visit rcsj.edu and start pursuing your opportunity today at Rowan College of South Jersey.
Welcome back to Roadrunner Recap. My name is George Guy, a student at Rowan College of South Jersey. Executive Director of Athletics Brian Rowan and Sports Information Specialist Gus Ostrom host a weekly update show called In the Chaparral. And on a recent episode, Mr. Rowan and Gus discussed a special honor for Roadrunner Athletics.
It was a great day for Roadrunner Athletics. You were able to come up with us, and we got a special delivery headed our way to show off to the fans of the show. Come on in. We've got a delivery by Vince Niederman dropping off for us the 2018-19 CAANJ Cup. Thanks, Vinny. Vinny is dressed for our Unified Sports Halloween party. I don't know if you could see him on the camera. Hopefully he's squeezed in there. And thanks. And Vinny works for us and a great member of our athletic program. Thanks for that special delivery there, Vince.
Thanks.
All right, buddy. We'll see you at the party in just a few minutes. Gus, the 2018-19 CAANJ Cup, Roadrunner fans, we are unbelievably proud to bring that back home, 14 in a row. Great event yesterday.
Yeah, it never gets old, does it? And we had a chance to hobnob, so to speak, with all the collegiate athletic administrators from around the state, especially, yourself. And Brian made a great speech among the group to accept on behalf of Roadrunner Athletics. And like I said, it never gets old, and we have a terrific, program here in, RCSJ.
So fans, come on by and check that out. That'll be we started winning that 14-in-a-row streak as Gloucester County College, then 5 in a row as Rowan College of Gloucester County. Right. Our motivation for next year, knock off that group and win it as Rowan College, South Jersey, Gloucester.
14 consecutive CAANJ Cups. Now that is an impressive record. Now I hope we can make room for number 15 soon. All right. Now, you heard Mr. Rowan mention Unified Sports. What is Unified Sports? Unified Sports happens every Friday, where RCSJ students and staff gather with our Special Olympics athletes for some friendship and some fun. And instead of me telling you about it, I'm going to show it to you in this piece I created.
Now, Molly, you're the president, so what is the best part about this whole experience for you that you would say?
Definitely the friendships that I'm making. Like people like Jason, I just love hanging out with everyone.
How about you, Jay? What's your favorite part about being out here?
Just hanging out with the students and the athletes and playing soccer, playing basketball too.
All right, now Jay, another question for you. What's the favorite sport that you've played for so far with Unified?
I I like basketball.
Basketball, that's the best, that's everyone's favorite sport. How about you, Maya? What's the best sport that you've played with the Allman so far?
Probably basketball, because it's less of a chance of me being hit by soccer. So last year I joined as a partner in the spring semester, and it was really a lot of fun. Just brought smiles to my face every Friday, and ever since then I've just kind of stuck around and became VP. So.
What's your favorite part about the day out here?
Hanging out with our friends.
Vicky, what's your favorite part of it so far? You're the secretary.
So my favorite part is just hanging out with everybody, you know what I mean? I actually want to become a teacher for special ed students, so I think this really helps me, and we'll look at my resume, so I love being out here.
So what is your favorite experience from the Unified Sports Program?
It has always been about seeing my friends each year, going, hey, how you doing, and this and that.
Okay, so you make a lot of friends there.
Yeah.
Okay, that is super cool. So how do you think the Unified Sports Program could bring people together?
We are all one word, and that's family, obviously.
Family. That is super cool.
What is your favorite sport out of all the ones that you guys play here at Unified?
Basketball.
Basketball, that's a very popular answer, all right. What about soccer out here? You like to play soccer out here too?
Yes.
Fridays, 12 to 1:15.
Yeah.
Be there. Woo!
Beach Square.
You heard it.
We'll be right back in a moment with more Roadrunner Recap.
Rowan College of South Jersey has reimagined community college. With 2 campuses, an impressive selection of programs, and low tuition rates, Rowan College offers you more for less. Visit rcsj.edu to pursue your opportunity at Rowan College of South Jersey.
On September 13th, Rowan College of South Jersey, together with Rowan University and the Gloucester County Board of Chosen Freeholders, broke ground on 2 new construction sites on the Gloucester campus, unveiling plans for the Rowan Medicine Center and the Economic Development Center. These new buildings will bring together an innovative college, prestigious medical school, labor and commerce resources, and will serve as a catalyst for career development.
Our women's soccer team has been having an amazing season, and a big part of their success is because of the leadership of Coach Megan Rutler. Let's take a look at how this coach and this team are a winning combination.
Megan Rutler might not have known just how big of an impact she'd make upon arriving at the Rowan College of South Jersey Gloucester campus 10 years ago.
My number one goal in every program or every team to come through the program is to either maintain or heighten their passion for the sport, so that's number one. And then 2, we want to, take them from wherever they started to get them to become a better player, whether that's, just here, but also transitioning to the next level, to the 4-year schools.
And what better of a person to take on that challenge? Rutler, who serves as the college's executive director of the Center for College and Career Readiness, has flipped the women's soccer program upside down compared to what she took over a decade ago.
Practices were few and far between, a few players showing up to practice, sometimes not being able to even field the team for games. So to be able to come out and put together, I don't remember the roster size, but I don't think we've had any less than 14, any more than about 19. So to have a full roster that first year was exciting. And, we try to play as sophisticated style as we possibly can. So we were teaching them how to play the game, not just scoring goals, but how do you go about that?
And players quickly bought in. The Roadrunners made it to the regional semifinals the first year under Rutler. Expectations were raised, and 10 years later, the program is flourishing. The Roadrunners went 12-6 last year and ended up in the region championship. If you ask the players, Rutler's practices make perfect, even if they can be demanding.
Everything's always about focus and discipline, game mode. It's nice because it's everyone is here to play all the time. There's not really any messing around. And then our results pretty positive all the time. It's a pretty successful team because of her.
She's very on time with everything, jog everywhere. That's one of her main things. And she expects us to be 100% all the time.
She likes everyone going 100% the whole time.
So, and if not, you have to run for it. So practices are very important. Practice how you play. So.
And they can be fun too. Rutler is a former standout from Brick Township High School and Stockton University. Still practically in game shape, Rutler earns the respect of her players, and her lessons carry more weight, whether they're related to soccer or life in general.
I personally just love her as a person and a coach. She really gets to know her players a lot, and when you do something wrong, she'll tell you what you did wrong so that you can fix it. And even if it's outside of soccer, even for personal stuff, she's good to talk to as well.
She's very dedicated to all of us, and she wants the best for the team and each individual player.
I hope they respect it. I mean, like I said, I'm not one for being stagnant or staying still. You should always be pushing to be better and better. So every second of every practice, we only have them for 2 hours in preseason, 90 minutes in the season. We expect them to be focused and disciplined. So that's life. You have to be focused and disciplined. So it's a matter of, just working them. And it's my job to push them beyond what they believe their limits are.
We'll be right back with more Roadrunner Recap.
Rowan College of South Jersey has reimagined what community college can do for you. With 2 campuses, 120 unique degrees and certificates, an award-winning internship program, cost-saving initiatives offered in cooperation with Rowan University, and one of the lowest tuition rates in the state, Rowan College of South Jersey offers you more for a whole lot less. Visit rcsj.edu and start pursuing your opportunity today at Rowan College of South Jersey.
Recently, teams from both our campuses met up on the fields of the Rowan University Soccer Stadium as the Cumberland Dukes faced off against the Gloucester Roadrunners in the Rowan College Derby. Now, this was the first time that Gloucester and Cumberland faced off against each other since the merging of the two schools to form RCSJ. We were there covering this historic doubleheader. Let's look at the recap.
New trophies and new bragging rights bring another level to a new twist on an old rivalry. The Rowan College campuses of Gloucester and Cumberland counties merged academically over the summer to become the newly named Rowan College of South Jersey. But while one in the classroom, the two athletic programs have kept their own identities, and in doing so, have kept up their ends of a heated rivalry. On September 26th, they took it to a whole new level. Both the women's and men's soccer teams were invited to face off at Rowan University's athletic complex for a derby doubleheader. A new trophy called the South Jersey Shield was up for grabs.
They came up with this because obviously the merger with Cumberland and Rowan, so they wanted to play against the two little sisters at the big school, and that's why they got this derby with the shield, so it's neat, something new.
The women went head-to-head in the late afternoon, followed by the men's game under the lights. Gloucester took the first game with a huge exclamation point, defeating Cumberland 10-0. 8 different Roadrunners marked the score sheet, including Sierra Rivera, who was more than happy to earn her share of the bragging rights.
It's exciting. I mean, especially because Cumberland is very close to my hometown. It was just really exciting, and especially for us to pull it all together and be a team and take the win, it was really exciting.
Freshman Lee Switansky netted a pair of goals, which both came in the first half as the Roadrunners took charge.
It feels great. We had a really rough start, so this is a great confidence booster for our team going forward.
Alyssa Meglano also scored twice during the Roadrunners' statement win. Players believe it will give them momentum as they continue to march through their conference schedule.
Yeah, it finally did. We finally, got that team chemistry together and was able to move the ball a lot more fluid than we have been. And not just because of, the circumstances, but we have grown so much as a team.
It's going to help us in the future. I think we're going to know that we can score as many goals as we can in the beginning, and I think that makes us want to start off strong instead of waiting for the other team to score and then have to work back up from behind. So it's super important to get that lead.
The second game of the day was more competitive as the Gloucester and Cumberland men's team went to work during the nightcap. And the Dukes pulled this one out thanks to a goal by Brazilian national Luis Henrique Oliveira late in the first half, which turned out to be the game winner in a 2-0 Cumberland win.
This was amazing. I was fighting for this 2 years ago when I got in the company in Brazil, MVP exchange, and then that's all I want. It was an amazing goal.
The Dukes would add an own goal in the second half to seal the victory. It It was a big win for Cumberland, which evened its season record at 3-3-1.
Yeah, I think from our last game on Tuesday, it was a maneuver towards the upward, and today, they're getting their stuff together, so we're getting there.
Players enjoyed the rivalry while performing on a bigger stage.
Oh, they appreciate it. We appreciate Rowan University for hosting and having us here tonight. It's a great atmosphere to play in this facility. It's just outstanding. You get a beautiful night and just, a great facility. So I know the guys appreciate it, and we appreciate it as well.
And the trophies and the bragging rights, they all have their special place as a new tradition is born.
No, it is bragging rights. I mean, we're like linked schools, like we get bragging rights, so we won.
Yeah, we have a nice trophy. It's the first one in the year. Let's go. We can do more. Let's go, Ducks.
Big shout out to everybody covering this event, from Mr. Dom Varelli and Mr. Mike Wolverton in the commentary booth. We had Josh and Liege on the camera. We had Mr. Zach Riley from Rowan University on the live stream. We had Mr. Mark Zamaro, who created that amazing package that you just watched. Everybody was everywhere, and it was amazing. Now, let's take a look at some of the best on-field interview clips.
How's it feel to win the inaugural tournament of this? How does it feel?
It's great. It's the first of the college existence.
Kayla, first ever South Jersey Shield. How good is it going to feel your sophomore year, winning that inaugural game? How good does that feel to have your name on that flag first?
It feels great. I don't even know what else to say. I just feel like speechless.
I think 9 different people scored.
Yes.
How good does that feel, especially,
It's huge because you're getting everybody involved, and that's what we want to do on the field anyway. So moving the ball, getting everybody involved, and we got to move some people around to see what they can do in different positions, and they showed well, so we're excited.
Just getting everyone involved in this, and like you said, 9 different goal scorers. It's great to just come together as a team and get this big one.
I love turf, and it just was really exciting, and it really got us all hyped, I feel. Yeah.
You had a great collegiate career. You played on this field so many times. How did it feel, seeing your players going out there and just enjoying themselves out here?
It's an awesome experience. It's a great field, a great atmosphere, and I think they really enjoyed it. It's good to have that exposure, that experience.
Now, Ave, you played all over the place today. I saw at one point you were playing center back, you were in the midfield, then you were up top.
Yeah.
You scored a great goal in the first half. You chipped it over the keeper. How does that feel for you scoring on a field like this?
It's definitely a big step up. I mean, it's confidence booster. Once someone scores, the whole team gets hyped up. It's really good.
You're going crazy over there now.
So I think we're now learning each other's weaknesses and strengths and building off of that. So it's just great to finally click as one.
Awesome.
Every day we get better and better, and the way that the coach talks to us, you got to get better, and it's a good step in the right direction.
Yeah.
I met them last year, and they're my besties.
All right, can I get a go runner from all 3 of you?
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Go Runners! Woo!
Go Roadrunners, guys! The women take home a massive 10-0 win over Cumberland to win the South Jersey Shield. Thank you all so much for watching the very first episode of Roadrunner Recap. Be sure to follow RC Roadrunners on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and go to rcroadrunners.com to watch every single live event or even games that have been played already. It's a great place to go if you want all the updates on Roadrunner Athletics. Thank you all very much, and we will see you next time.
Rowan College of South Jersey has reimagined what community college can do for you. With 2 campuses, 120 unique degrees and certificates, an award-winning internship program, cost-saving initiatives offered in cooperation with Rowan University, and one of the lowest tuition rates in the state, Rowan College of South Jersey offers you more for a whole lot less. Visit rcsj.edu and start pursuing your opportunity today at Rowan College of South Jersey.
what will the merger mean for the college's 3+1 program? Will we see any changes there?
Yes, you will. The Secretary of Higher Education in New Jersey about a month ago put out a letter upon 3 county colleges' appeal to go to the baccalaureate. I, for one, hope I am working to see the day when county colleges can give baccalaureates. Gloucester and Burlington, as part of the Rowan family, with the Rowan approval and the state approval, it became law in New Jersey that county colleges with a 4-year partner can go up to the 3rd year. So we can go above, quote, our mission originally, which was an associate 2-year degree. By going up to the 3rd year, it begs the obvious question in my mind is, let's get the 4th and give the bachelor's degree. I believe we're capable, we have the quality of faculty, we have the doctoral level training that you need for that to go up to the upper level. I think the affordability question makes perfect sense, that if an individual wants to commute or live at choice and get a bachelor's degree, they shouldn't have to leave home if they don't want to. And if they can commute, that's $5,000 a year at our price times 4. That's a bachelor's degree for $20,000 if you don't need residential life. A bachelor's degree. Until that day comes, we have to hook on to Rowan University for completion. So 3+1 is literally that. You can do it through choice and live, or you can do it in commute, and you can commute for 4 because Rowan, 2 exits down on 55. So either campus, Cumberland or Gloucester, can now drive to us, South Jersey Rowan College, and then move on to the university for completion. And if you stack it without resident life, it's 5, 5, 5, and 12, maybe 14 under new pricing for Rowan for the 4th year. That's a $27,000, $29,000 bachelor's degree. To tell a family today you can get a bachelor's degree from Rowan University by going through us for $30,000, that's probably equal to, or in many cases less than, the freshman year at a 4-year school.
Right.
Now, Rowan itself, in the residential component and the freshman first full-time in, they're at about $25,000, $26,000. Why is money important? Because the credentials of which we speak, the degrees that they are seeking, I believe are going to require graduate level study. By the time this high school population here at GCIT and all the others come in and go through a 4-year, if they can complete it in 4, because historically many students are taking 5 to do 4 and 3 to do 2. That has to somewhat change, recognizing that family and jobs sometimes break that, but if they don't, they should come out on time for, again, the investment and the loan consideration. But let's go back to this programmatic attachment of 3+1. If we can't get the 4th, we're going to expand the 3rd. So we are working with Rowan University today to take the 7 majors, because we only have it in 7 majors, 7 programs. We want it to be up to 10, and Rowan has agreed to take it even maybe to a dozen within the next year and a half to 2. If we could get that in the vicinity of 12 to 15 over the scope of our strategic plan, which is a 3-year expansion plan, that would open up a lot of opportunity in the 3rd year. So students would have the opportunity to stay with us for 3, go to Rowan for the 4th. I call it the capstone 4th year. The financials will follow by bed or no bed with room and board, and the cost will go on that. And to me, if affordability is the #1 issue of the student and the family, but they don't want to surrender quality, they can go into the qualitative debate and come out with no debt or little debt, which I think is we're reading and hearing in our country that $1.5 trillion in student debt. It's more than the housing market and the stock consideration of when we went into recession. It could be our next. By that, I think people today are looking more at this return. Literally, I'm focused on return on investment. If you put that kind of money in, what am I going to get out? To me, this is the perfect storm. And the hard part is really to do things like this to get that message to the people. If you want to come in and talk about what we call guided pathway, come and see us, talk to our advisors, think about it, look at our website, talk to you work there. This idea that we can guide your pathway in all different directions. You can graduate from us and take that credential anywhere in this country. We're getting more calls from out of state that they want to know how to get into our relationship. Well, can we have a 90 credit transfer where they don't go in a 3-1, but they transfer the equivalent of 3 years of college to take and transfer direct? It's really a backdoor 3+1 out of state. It's fine with us, as long as they'll do it because it benefits our student body. Can we offer the quality of a third year? Absolutely. We do it in RTF. We do it in radio, TV, and film, what we're experiencing here today.